Hey, this is Mac, and I wanted to demonstrate a live trade here. Um, Notice we had a new low, first entry, second entry, and so when it broke higher here, it failed. This is a little bit congestive, but I still like this trade simply because in the bigger picture, we had this support here and what looked like a range, and we failed out the low side. So I like this one for to the long side. It doesn't surprise me that we may pull back here a little later. Trying to get the recorder going and trying to record this all. I really should have entered one tick higher here. I had my order in here, but it moved before I could pull it down to where I wanted it, trying to get the recording going. So that's one of the issues with recording live trades is it's just so easy to make mistakes. And it's another reason I don't like recording live trades simply because um, it's easy to make a mistake. People think that you can just turn your recorder on and record away, and it's not always as easy as people think it is. So um, we'll see how this one works out. But I still like it to the upside. It's not surprising that it pulled back a little bit here um, because it's congestion. It's going to act like a little range. Prices are going to break out and pull back probably momentarily before they take higher. So, but I'm going to let this one continue to record, and we'll see what happens here. The market's really slow today, so this may take a minute too. Um, I mean, this feels like a much more normal market compared to what we have been seeing. And technically, we got a higher low here too, but I'm going to scalp out here and move to break even if I get out of this trade. We should take on higher here now. Come on, one more tick. There we go. Now I'm at break even. And I could move this down and give it a little more room. What I want to do with this target is I want to get out just prior to that breakout area. So we'll move it right there. See that little gap right there? Prices are very likely to fill that little gap. Just make it even. 26 if I get the runner here. So they're trying to fill that little gap there. There was a little gap between those two bars. And they backed up and filled it now. We should at least get a measured leg up here. And that's back to the test the breakout area. So I've already locked in 15 points. And if I get this scalp, if I get this runner here, it'll add another 20 points. Come on, don't come back yet. Yeah, doesn't look like I'm gonna get a runner on this one. Come on. But anyway, people are clamoring for live trades, so I thought I would try to record one. I'm gonna try to start recording some here and there. All right, here we go. We may make this one yet. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tighten this to one tick below that bar. And I may be moving it too soon, but I feel pretty confident we may push on up here and at least test this breakout area. The market's really moving slow today, so it's not in any hurry to go anywhere. This was probably the biggest move we had was when we dropped off right here. And again, the reason I like this trade is notice that we were in this range and we had this sell-off here that drops to a new low that breaks out. And then we came up, we tried to go short once, we tried to go short twice. It closes above the EMA. That looks like a reversal pattern. It's not a perfect reversal pattern because there was some overlap there. I still like the trade, and I should have entered one tick above that bar, but I actually ended because I was trying to see it trigger right here on this break, but this actually closed, and before I could move my order down, it triggered while I was trying to open the recording software. So I hate I didn't get to recording this before I actually even before the trade triggered. It would have been nice to see it trigger, but hopefully you understand what I was doing there. And I'm looking for two legs back up here. Let's make this a little bigger now that we've seen the big picture. I mean, the market's just really slow today, especially to the upside. But we should get filled on this, I think. And again, I scalped out and had 15 points on my scalp, 15 contracts to start. I went in with 20. So there's 5 remaining here that I'm got running. I've locked in half a point on it right there. If we could get this gap, it'd be a really nice trade. And the runners can really change your math. I talk about that a lot. People always say, I can't ever get a runner. But I think it's your trade choices. You probably heard me, if you read the forum, you probably saw where I posted in there that I had a trader that was trading at about 90%, close to 90%. And he was complaining he could never get a runner, never get a runner. But then I said, well, send me your trades and let me look at them. And when he sends me his trades and I start looking at his trade choices, they're not very good trade choices. The guy's still trading at almost 90%. And so it just shows you that you don't have to be a great trader to even do this. You can be a good trader. You may not get many runners because you're entering at the wrong places. But you don't even have to be a great trader to it looks like I'm going to get stopped out here. Well, maybe we'll survive. Look at here. Come on. No, they're going to get that runner. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, we got 5 contracts at 2 points. So that's another, or 2 ticks. So that's another 10 ticks. So I got another 2.5 points there. So 17.5 points. That's $875 trade, and the recording's been going about 8 minutes here. So anyway, if I'd left it at break even, I probably would have got my scalp there. I still think we'll probably make a measured leg up here at a minimum if we don't even go higher. I haven't taken the chance to draw my trend line. But yeah, it doesn't even look like we've closed outside that trend channel yet. We've moved outside, but it's not going to close outside. We're going to go exactly where I thought we were going to go at a minimum. So there's actually another failed second entry short right there that you could take on another entry right there. I was thinking I might take that trade, but I'm just going to skip it. I'm going to close this up and get it uploaded so you guys can see it. But again, we just traded a failed breakout on a reversal pattern there. That's a reversal pattern. So the market's a little slow, seems more normal than usual. But anyway, I'll try to do these occasionally when I get time. But I'm going to wrap this one up. Hope you enjoyed it.